You standing by?
Stand by.
Perfect. 502, Stingray injector tubes.
They were once the tools of a working life of a company, the components that made up the product they were manufacturing. If something went wrong, they'd bin them and produce others. 6 decades later, these tools are now valuable insights into the way things were once done, especially for our favourite shows. Over the last few weeks, we've been on a journey to catalogue a series of films found in a garden shed and reveal what secrets, if any, they've been holding for 60 years.
Go ahead, Scott.
I'll be arriving at London Airport in 52 minutes. But it looks like I'll need heavy rescue.
Okay, Scott. I'll organize that right away. Virgil, away you go. Right, Father.
Before and after these films, we've received other material too. Further bits of episodes.
Something's happened, I tell you.
Special effects fragments. And private films from the lives of the people who made these shows. This week, though, we received something different. They're the sounds that gave everything weight and credibility, the sounds that turned wood into metal and installed jet engines in miniature planes.
Fantastic!
Many of these sounds were brought in from outside libraries, or even produced electronically by Barry Gray.
Long length of TB3 radio beam effect.
A great deal, though, were produced especially for the Supermarionation shows by husband and wife team John and Jean Taylor.
Right, we'll try for the ice forming on Stingray then, John.
Right, how's this for level?
We made many hundreds of effects up, many hundreds.
Yes, can you close in a little and take it a little slower?
The film editor would ring and say, the scene is supercar is coming in to land and the engines are roaring and it runs for 10 seconds and then it goes onto the ground. And I'd be busy making notes and then put the phone down and think, and how are we going to do all that?
I remember one instance, they wanted supercar to be gliding with no engines. And I remember thinking, and eventually I got up close to the mic and I took a deep breath and took a very low, and kept it going. And then we looped it up and changed the speed and the EQ, and we got quite a nice effect of supercar actually gliding in.
Extracts of some of these sounds survive to this day on the music and effects tracks for the movies and television series.
Telephone switch to arm light on. Switching command to internal.
And there are even a couple of raw recordings.
This is a Vulcan startup.
The Thunderbirds, I remember going down to Little Washington to record it, and we had a friend with a plane and we went down and we recorded there. Used a lot of the jet set, but also they had a starting machine and we used that. I think that was used probably as much as the jets.
This is a Vulcan takeoff, followed by a low flyover.
The overwhelming majority of the specially for APF produced effects tapes are now missing. So when we were alerted to 2 potential 1/4-inch reels of sound effects for sale, we were delighted. Or even more delighted when it turned out that there were not 2 reels, but 15. Now, following on from the films in the shed, we've begun a new research project. However, last time, at least we could see the films were actually Thunderbirds by holding them up to the light. This time, we won't know what's on these tapes until they've been played. Over the next few weeks, we'll be bringing you the results of our findings when we see if any of the tapes have the original listed contents on, or discover if Master Spy has succeeded in silencing supercars' engines forever by recording over them with Top of the Pops. Which might actually be missing material too.
And this week, we have a very special surprise for you all. First, your favorite and mine, King Cool.
In a week.